Listen up, all you snot-nosed spot monkeys and jerk-off jabronis. Put down the hot pockets, shut your yaps, and open your ears, 'cause the mobile home maestro is about to send a message. This here is Tim fucking Servo, the trailer park prophet, and I want to send out a huge congratulations to the Finger Poking Dudes podcast. Now, I don't personally know y'all or what kind of funky butt stuff y'all are into, but as long as the check cashes and I get that case of ski I was promised, y'all are fucking golden in my book. 50 episodes is a big achievement, and I hope y'all make it to 69 one day. Anyways, Marks, that's all I got for ya. Wishing y'all Mountain Dew memories and Taco Bell dreams from the trailer park. This is Tim Servo signing off. Bye-bye, sons of bitches.
Yo, this is Luis out in Florida saying congratulations to Finger Poke of Doom on your 50 episodes. Hoping for 50, maybe 60 more. Congrats.
Yo, this is the encyclopedia of professional wrestling, the undisputed Water King from the We Watch Wrestling podcast, Vince Averill, and I just want to say congratulations to the fellas at Finger Poke of Doom. 50 big episodes. Big ups to you guys. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Good night now.
Hey, this is Jeff Cannonball. When it comes to technology, I was probably the least savvy person that Finger Poke of Doom ever had. They were super patient with me. They taught me pretty much how to use my phone and a computer. And for that, I want to say thank you and congrats on 50 episodes.
Yo, what's up? This is Remy LeVay coming at you to wish Finger Poke of Doom a very happy congratulations on their 50th episode. Much love to the Finger Poke of Doom family. Much love to my boy Lee. Keep supporting the podcast. And here's to 50 more.
Finger Poke of Doom, 50 episodes. That is just too sweet. Here's to 50 more, good brothers.
Hey, what's up? This is Royce ISAAC $, recording live here from Tokyo, Japan. Hey guys, I just wanted to say congratulations, Finger Poke of Doom, congratulations on 50 episodes. It's a big milestone for y'all. Definitely one of my favorite interviews I've ever been a part of. If you haven't checked it out, check it out in the archives. Shameless self-promotion, kind of jerk. But this isn't about me. For once, this is about you guys. Congratulations. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. And hey, 50 more very soon, I'm sure.
Coming at you.
Every fucking time I hit record, it's not like I can't edit this out.
Yeah.
This is the big episode 50, baby, of the Finger Poke of Doom podcast. Follow us on Twitter at FNGR Poke of Doom, Instagram at Finger Poke of Doom. The 4 Pillars of Heaven shirts are sold out, much like the NWO.
NWO sold out.
That's right. One of my favorite pay-per-views, the very first one, because it randomly had I'm pretty sure it was Masahiro Chono versus fucking Chris Jericho.
Really?
It was just
It was.
and he just came out and just beat the shit out of Jericho. It's just all right, but it had that ladder match
I'll need to go back
with
and
Eddie
watch
Guerrero
that.
and Six.
Yeah.
That
That's because
that was
Six
really
stole
good.
the belts.
Mm-hmm.
He stole the U.S. title.
But that's like a ladder match people really don't talk about that much. It was
a
it
great
was
one.
good.
Yeah.
But if you hear a familiar voice, that's the king of the cruiserweights. That's the shooter, Matt Day.
I'm here.
Matt's here.
Happy to be here.
This is the Big 50 episode. What you heard in the beginning of the episode is some friends of ours, giving us some props. So thank you to everybody who sent in and said thank you and congratulated us. No one else in this room knows about it. So
Yeah. Except for me, because Lee's like, "Hey, I want to do this."
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. What episode are you on with yours?
I don't know. See, I took some time off over the summer after everything happened with my dad, so it was like I came
Right.
back right afterwards, and then I was just like, I'm not ready to do any of this. So I took some time off, but yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think I've numbered them, actually.
Really?
If you look on the podcast, I don't even think they're numbered. I need to do that, but because it would be a lot easier to reference,
Right. right.
which episode and stuff. But
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I only numbered them because of that.
Right, yeah.
And I knew that I would never be like, oh, what episode was that?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the title says, Lee talks about dicks for 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
oh,
so if you
boom.
guys want to go back, check out the Lee Talks About Dicks episode. That one's
Yeah.
really
It's in the
Literally-
archive.
That's literally episode 1 to now.
yeah.
Like,
It's easy to find
yeah,
that one.
it's pretty easy to find. 30 minutes.
See, I like
talk.
that. We Watch Wrestling calls them issues.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that, and then
Yeah.
it's like there's
I like
volumes.
corn's issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Tissues.
changed my life.
Oh, gotta turn that ringer off.
Yep.
Yep. It's a good reminder.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know. A buddy just sent me a message, said, I don't know how, but CVS left a voicemail on my phone for you. So I just forwarded it to you. All right. Sounds great.
Listen to that later.
Yeah. Sounds wonderful. So, yeah. Big No Mercy happened last night. It was expected.
Yep.
The women's match was phenomenal.
I was gonna say it had some
Yeah,
good spots.
That powerbomb to the outside,
That-
that was
That kind of made me nervous.
Yeah, I whenever she went over the rope and they grabbed her legs, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna happen. They're
That's
gonna
what I
tease
thought,
this.
yeah.
She's gonna kick him off. And then when Sasha and Alexa started running towards her, I was like,
Oh, they really.
oh shit.
Yeah.
And then she hit the ground, and it was just like,
The way she
Plop.
went onto
Dead
that
weight.
shoulder,
Yeah.
that is what made me really nervous. I was like, oh god. But I mean, she did really that was the biggest takeaway for me. I was glad Bliss retained. I was hoping for Sasha to turn on Bayley at some point, which I know
I think they're
it's
saving that for something.
yeah, I know it's going to
Survivor
happen at some
Series.
point. I just feel like until that happens, I'm not invested in anything between those two. You know what I mean? Because I know it's going to happen, so it seems
Yeah.
like I don't know. But the biggest takeaway for me was Nia Jax. I thought she did. That was probably her best showing yet. I think
and
in a few spots.
It looked sweet because every time that she got in the ring, everybody was just like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, and there was, like,
exactly.
real fear.
Yeah, they presented it to where it was like.
I was just really confused. Why was Emma in it?
I think, I mean, I don't know logically why, other than let's just get her on the show because she hasn't. So I think it was actually, maybe I saw it on Twitter during that match, but someone tweeted out that this has been the first time Emma has had a pay-per-view match since WrestleMania 32.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, she took that so many months off, and they were
and
building
then they
her
were
up.
doing that repackaging thing, the Emelina or
Yeah.
whatever, and that completely flopped. So
Oh yeah, she came out and she's like, "All right, I'm transforming back to Emma."
back to Emma, and it was
And
just
it's like,
kind of
okay.
yeah. So
Alrighty.
yeah, so there was that, which didn't really work, but I think that overall they were just wanting to get her on the card just because. I don't know if it was they had told her we'll make this work somehow, or I don't know what all went into it, but for some reason she got thrown into it, and so they made it to where if Emma and Nia Jax beat Bayley and Sasha Banks, I think it was,
Yeah.
or maybe it was no, it was Sasha and Alexa Bliss. I think so anyway.
So is Nia Jax a heel?
No,
I don't think so. I
No,
think
because
so.
she turned on Bliss, and I think that made her a face.
Everybody
at that
who was
point.
wondering about the voicemail, my anal wart remover is now in.
Good. It's ready for pickup.
Our friend David Conley, who is a past guest of the show that we gave the best episode we've ever had that
Yeah.
never got aired, is a 75-year-old man who's actually 33 or 30. He thinks
And
he's
he thinks
35.
that it's just.
He's probably on his couch like that. I was like, I fucking got him.
Yeah.
I got him so good. He also probably messaged it to all of his friends list, which is 3.
Yeah.
How's the divorce going? It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Because when she came out to the ring, I was like, why the fuck is Emma here? Because I don't watch Raw.
Yeah.
But I was happy she was.
Right.
Oh, she's my girl.
Yeah. Emma
Which
rules.
one?
Emma.
Emma.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Everybody shits on her.
No,
I
I
mean,
don't.
she's not that great of a wrestler. I don't care.
Oh no,
I've seen
She's got
far
it going
worse.
on.
I've seen far worse as far as like
Yeah.
wrestling though. But yeah, she's great.
The 2 girls from NXT, was it Peyton Royce?
Peyton Royce
The 2
and,
girls are like
Is that
friends.
Billy and
Billy
and
Kay.
Peyton?
Yeah,
Billy
they,
Kay.
yeah.
and
They
Peyton Royce.
suck.
Yeah.
They fucking suck so bad.
Yeah.
It's like I think I saw them at like the Arnold,
Yeah, they wrestled there.
but they wrestled 3 times because it was
Oh.
at the actual fitness class.
Oh, gotcha.
And dude, I think at that time they were supposed to be good. Like I almost said good guys. They were supposed to be faces.
Right.
People were booing them how bad they suck.
Yeah.
People in the crowd who knew nothing about wrestling that were there for
We're
steroids.
booing.
You know, like
I've
no,
only
they were
seen
just
them
like, "Fuck
be in
these
one-
assholes."
one
Also
like
wanna
high
thank our-
profile thing was.
Hold on, I want to thank our guest Modelo.
Damn, how'd you get that?
Making it happen. Just
Pulls
message
the
them on
strings.
Facebook.
I'm just
That's all you
telling
gotta do. All you gotta do is message people on Facebook.
I've only heard them be in. Well, I've only seen them be in one high profile thing, and that was
Like a big fatal
wasn't
4-way.
those 2, Nikki Cross and Asuka.
Yeah, and
That was at a
I think
takeover.
Ruby Riott was in that as well.
What?
Or was that a different one?
That was a different one.
What is? Okay, so Sasha Banks is the boss.
Yeah.
She's the I can do fucking anything
Mhm.
type girl. Nia Jax is the monster. She's
Yeah.
stronger than everyone.
Yeah.
Bailey is the little girl,
Yeah.
which is weird. Alexa Bliss is Bailey at 13.
Yeah.
When
she's-
Bailey turns 13,
she's got
that's
some
what,
attitude.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
It's
What's Emma?
sex appeal.
The the girl that stole an iPhone case.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The
so-
criminal.
She's Alexa Bliss at 21.
Yeah.
No, Alexa Bliss is 16.
I think,
My mom can't tell me what to do anymore.
I don't know
Damn it, turn
because
corn up.
I don't know what her thing is supposed to be because she comes out and says like it's about me.
Right.
The women's revolution is it's about me. I was the one that did it and all this stuff. So it's like I don't know if it's like she's just the bitter like.
So she's the.
I think so.
Like it should like this spotlight should be mine, not
She's bitter because Zack Ryder dumped her.
yeah. And now he's dating a TNA girl.
That's what it is.
How? That's a conflict of interest.
That's what I thought too.
I mean, it didn't
Zack
work.
Ryder's going to end up in the Impact Zone.
I hope.
It would,
Well, there ain't gonna be an impact zone.
somebody some podcast I was just listening to. I think it was Jericho and someone. And Jericho. Oh, it was Cody.
I was going to say Cody Rhodes was
It was-
just recently on.
Yeah,
there.
it was him. He said that Zack Ryder would benefit from being out of WWE, much
Yeah.
like him, Callahan, and so many others have,
Yeah.
because he's a wrestling fanatic.
Right.
He loves wrestling. But he would never leave unless he's fired,
Yeah.
because he's a WWE lifer. He
Right.
spent $25,000 on a George the Hammer Valentine
Oh
fucking replica toy that never got released.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Cody was saying that he made a market. Him and all these other little nerds that
Yeah.
collect figures, which, you know, if you collect figures, that's your shit. You know, I've got figures,
Yeah,
but
same.
not like this. I spent like 99 cents at Big
Yeah.
Fun. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah, I was gonna say sometimes I'm like, damn, that $10.99 is pretty steep.
yeah, no. I've never
But
paid.
you spend $10.99 and be like, oh man, $10.99, that's it, that's awesome.
I
I'll
bought
buy that,
a
and then you're
set
like, I
of
don't
Dean
know.
Malenko and Chris Benoit for $3, and I
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
ooh, it's a little steep. But then I also bought Mizawa and Kawada Stan Hansen.
I had to
and
drag.
Dr. Death
I had to
for
drag
like
him
$20.
From the table. I was like,
Well,
listen,
Yeah.
man, you gotta
gotta
stop
go.
spending money.
Yeah.
I spent literally like a half of my paycheck at this one guy's stand, which was $40.
Yeah.
I
That's
get-
crazy,
I got
though.
paid $80.
$25,000.
But,
So he's staying there
but no,
to fund his
no.
his habit.
Yeah, that's
Here's the best part. I didn't get to finish. This Greg the Hammer Valentine had no arms.
Yeah. Because it.
He says there's 2 of them made, and the one that has arms is stamped guaranteed that it's the real deal. The one without arms could just be the prototype. These toys were never released. The one with arms was in the magazine, the WWE magazine,
Yeah.
like or WWF or whatever the fuck it was, way like in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's the one he wants. So he got the one without arms that couldn't be that someone just made it out of a mold
Yeah.
for $25,000.
Oh my God.
$25,000 on a goddamn toy.
That's insane.
I mean, he's good looking. He's got a rockin' bod. I think his personality's at a fucking dead zero. like seriously.
See, no, I've watched, interviews and stuff where he's not in that character and stuff. So, and I'm like, the dude's he's doing his thing. He loves it there. He's so I'm like,
he is the next Ultimate Warrior, but as the Dingo Warrior. Not
the hype warrior.
Yeah, not as in the Ultimate Warrior that everyone knows and loves. I'm talking about the Blade Runner.
Him
thing.
and
But has he figured out where that other toy is?
I don't know.
We gotta get to the bottom.
Yeah, we
of
gotta
this.
get to the. Jericho, I'm gonna see you on Thursday. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
I'm gonna sit down with Jericho. Everybody hear that? Me and
Exclusive.
Chris.
Yeah.
If I do, cause I did email his management. This is true.
Yeah.
I did email his management. I got a message back and said, "What's a good number to contact you?" I gave him a number, and that was 5 weeks ago. So because the funny thing is, if for some reason I get to sit down with Chris Jericho when I go to this fucking Fozzy concert,
Hell yes. I expect you to be in full Fozzy merchandise.
I will.
And
but if I do
Scarves.
sit down with him, he better be ready to talk about the Japanese promotion.
I was gonna say, yeah,
war.
that's yeah.
and stage
Only
2 of the
war.
Super Juniors, because
Yeah.
it's like he's gonna be like, all right, I did just wrestle. That's all right, man. Hey, what was round 2 like when you wrestled Wild Pegasus?
yeah.
You remember him?
Oh my
Then
God.
when he wants to talk about his music, be like, yeah, we're Stuck Mojo.
Yeah.
That's a shout out to Stuck Mojo. Anybody knows who Stuck Mojo is? They made one of the greatest music videos that had Raven's Flock versus Diamond Dallas Page in the music video. Matt, have you ever seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's called Stuck Mojo's Rising.
Really.
And this is when DDP was hot. This is when
Right.
the Raven's Flock
I was gonna say
hot.
I was actually just watching a little retrospective on Raven a couple days ago. Actually,
Oh, on the
I think it was Wrestling with Regret.
yes, I watched that
Did you
same
see
one
that?
in WWE.
I think so.
He said he was
yeah.
he was like a quarter of an inch away from cutting the feed.
Cutting
to
the power at X7. I think.
Yeah, the greatest WrestleMania
He
ever.
what?
when
Did
he-
Diamond Dallas Page was?
No, Raven. So when Raven was
Why?
Raven was in that hardcore title match with Big Show and Kane, and they were on a golf cart in the back, and he runs it into like a chain link fence at one point. And
There's
it
like
stops,
a
and there's
like a divot.
Oh yeah, wait. This is where they're under the bleachers.
Yes.
and they're
Yeah.
throwing them through like the
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
like through the
office
window.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he runs this golf cart off of this like little ledge type thing, and I guess there was like a cord there that if he was like a quarter of an inch further, it would have cut the power to the entire.
It probably would have killed him too. Shot him
Probably.
straight through.
Well,
the
Vince
stadium.
would have killed
Hey,
him afterward, but
hardcore,
that's the-
hardcore title match, man.
Yeah,
Anything
right.
goes.
But it's
24/7.
Bring it
it's
back.
supposed to be the greatest WrestleMania ever.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
got
That
you got
that,
it on time.
that to me
No,
is
Julie got off work and she always
Yeah.
calls me.
yeah. That to me has always been
I
one of my.
I
favorites.
really wish they would bring back a hardcore title tournament.
Yeah.
They're doing Mae
Oh,
Young.
it'd be amazing.
They're doing all these floppers.
Yeah.
Why not just bring out something else? And
Yeah.
Joey Janela better win that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And then Enzo can take the title after they.
I saw a video of him driving out. He rides
yeah.
by him fucking self,
yeah,
by the way.
Yeah, last night him driving off in front of all the
In a
fans,
convertible.
holding
with
up the cruiserweight title. Yeah, holding it up in front of everybody, and everyone's like hollering shit at him, and he's just holding up the title, yelling stuff at him. Driving, holding up the title,
Yeah.
and filming himself with his phone.
Yeah. by himself.
Someone call the cops.
Oh, it was incredible.
Vince
It was incredible.
God damn it! Get the small boy out of there.
I'm just afraid that he'll.
Look like a chicken.
Yeah.
Briscoe.
If I would pay, all right. So what WrestleMania is this? 34.
34.
This
Yes.
is 34.
Yes.
New Orleans.
Fucking
We're
crazy.
we're kind of like talking about going down to watch This Is Progress
Yeah.
and everything else.
Oh, Ring of Honor just booked a 10,000 seater.
That means
Really?
New Japan's coming with them.
Yep.
For that weekend
For that
in
weekend,
New Orleans.
because
Wow.
Cody, somebody was like, Dave Meltzer said they're not ready for a thing like that, and Cody was like, "All right, I'll take you on that offer."
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And
I
they
just watched
booked
that
at 10,000.
Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and it looked like a high school gymnasium.
Yeah.
With real man, that thing was a flop.
Real quick, while you're talking about it, you mentioned Cody. Did you see on Twitter what Michael Hayes said to
Yeah.
Cody about something about, what are you doing that evening or something
Yeah.
like that?
Oh,
Are
he's
you
like,
free
if
that
you're gonna
night?
take
Starcade
my-
is just a house event.
That's what it was, Starcade.
If you're gonna
yeah,
take,
yeah, I know.
if you're gonna
that
take my dad's
surprised me.
idea, at least book Goldie.
Yeah, and
he
he
was
was like,
just
"How about
like-
you want
At
to
least bring back
tag?"
Hog Wild.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
They
I want
said
to.
that.
I
Could you
want to
imagine Vince McMahon at Sturgis?
Just
God damn it! These motorcycles are too loud.
they said that's the worst because they couldn't charge for people to get in.
It's just a bunch of drunk
yeah, you
Nazis
And
do
it's just
show
drunk
up.
bikers.
throwing like
God.
And,
hails at everyone.
And then like they would do when they
Well,
would
that
do
beer is yours, by the way.
they would do
Oh,
big
it is.
moves.
Oh, thank you.
They would rev up their engines and nobody could hear. And then when the wrestlers were trying to like tell each other like, all right, hip toss,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
look, and
Tell
you
each
know-
other.
you know,
No.
I'm breaking the fourth.
No, it's a war of attrition.
But whenever they'd be talking to it, they couldn't hear each other because all the bikers out there like
Just revving shit.
just revving up their
Arm drag.
What kind of fucking
Arm drag.
motorcycles are they on? Dogs?
yeah. I was watching a lot
Just
of.
revving up a
I've been
bunch of
watching
dogs.
a lot of Steiner Brothers. I'm sorry.
Oh, when they came out, it was like, one of the matches. I guarantee you, if you look back, anybody out there, please tweet us, send us a private message of a screen cap, because I'm not going to look it up. It had to be Harlem Heat versus the Steiner Brothers to
Guaranteed.
get the race thing going, because all those
Yeah.
bikers.
Yeah.
Sturgis was a real racist thing.
It was.
There was like very small percentage of.
Wasn't Hog Wild when Jay Leno wrestled?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. See, look at that, Jay Leno,
When
white supremacist.
Yeah. But wait.
That chin is the Third Reich.
But wait, did Carl Malone wrestle at Bash at the Beach?
Bash
Or
at the Beach.
okay.
Bash at the
Okay.
Beach,
Couldn't
yeah.
remember
They're
if that
alright.
was Bash at the Beach or Hog
And he
Wild.
gave one of the weirdest diamond cutters.
Yeah.
It looked like the diamond cutter you gave someone on WCW versus NWO, where they like
Where
just
they,
put
like,
one
run,
arm
he,
on
like,
it and then
keeps
they
walking.
ran,
Yeah.
and then he stood up and like threw his hands in the air. When I was a kid, I was watching, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't saying
Carl
that.
Malone.
I was like, "Yeah!"
Utah Jazz.
I couldn't get my voice up. When I realized, because remember they would go back to back and they would circle around the ring to like get the NWO.
Oh,
Yeah.
and do the pointing and the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, holy shit, he is so fucking big.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He towers
He's a
DDP.
giant. Yeah. And DDP's what, like 6?
he's like 6'4".
6'4",
Yeah,
probably,
not
yeah.
a small dude either.
No, not at all.
And I just
That's
remember
awesome.
when he got on there, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Huge.
But
That diamond cutter.
rough. It looked like someone was to give someone a bulldog.
yeah.
Like halfway through it, he wasn't for sure what he was supposed to do.
I'm just gonna take you down.
I really would have
right
loved it
here.
if he would have just gave that like weird diamond cutter driver. To
Oh,
see if
like-
he got,
like
just-
forward,
Yeah,
yeah.
just like what the fuck. Karl Malone just killed Hulk Hogan.
He's shooting on Hogan. Malone's in there shooting on him.
But when they got wasn't it the Worm and Hogan versus the Mailman and DDP?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
That's where that Hogan toy right there.
Yeah.
The other one, I think it's still down here, is Dennis Rodman.
Oh, really?
With green
Yeah,
hair.
and the other, because I've
you
had
see
that.
the green hair?
Yep.
Yeah, I've had those toys since that
Yeah.
event. And the
That's
other
amazing.
side was Karl Malone and DDP.
Yeah.
And those sparkly blue pants.
Cool.
Just that toy.
Why didn't they just go to purple? Because he played for the Jazz. That's what I would have
Yeah.
done.
Real quick, that toy just reminded me. See, like the majority of like all of my like wrestling action figures as a kid were all the like Jakks Pacific WWE ones.
Oh yeah.
But I remember I was staying in Portsmouth at my aunt's house, my aunt and uncle's house, and she knew I was into wrestling, obviously, and she had gotten me a wrestler, and it was an ECW figure for Super Crazy.
Hell
And
Is it the red one?
Yeah, the red
I have
one.
that
Do
in
you
my
remember?
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just says ECW
Yeah,
real big
on
on
a
it.
shirt. Yeah, that was the only ECW figure I've ever had, and
That's
it
the
was
only one I've had.
yeah. It was like once you
Must
got
have
it
been
like a gas station.
That's all
or
it was.
something.
Was
yeah,
just like.
That's
just super
dude,
crazy.
Big
Well, it is
fun.
Southern Ohio. Just
Oh, yeah.
nobody
and
wanted to buy
I think it
Super
came
Crazy.
with like a Super Crazy card as well, like
Hell
a,
yeah.
like a trading card type thing.
Speaking of cards, when the first War of the Worlds I went to at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York,
Yeah.
every seat had. So New Japan has a card game,
Yeah.
much like I don't know some other nerdy card game.
Well,
that people play. What
it's
the hell is
like kind of like Pokemon, where you play with
Yeah,
like
I
point
mean-
system and stuff like
Yeah, I
that.
don't know anything about that shit, but they laid a card down on everybody's seat, and it was Shinsuke Nakamura doing the Boomayee.
Really?
And I still have it to this day. I think I
That's
gave you
sweet.
one because I went around taking them off people's fucking chairs. I was like, whoa. But
That's
I
awesome.
still have that one. And they also, the same, it was like on a piece of paper, but on the back of the paper was a Noah one.
Really?
Like a Pro Wrestling Noah, which is like another promotion in
Yeah.
Japan. But the Pro Wrestling Noah card just said Noah, and I was like, "Well, this is fucking bullshit."
Right.
Like I was like mad about it. I was like, I wanted it to say fucking, Kobayashi or so, you know what I mean? Like
Somebody
Yeah.
big, but it just
Yeah,
says Noah.
Nazawa.
Yeah.
And I would probably got like fucking
Tawaza.
high
Tawa-
69. Speaking of Tawaza, what's he doing? Why wasn't he in that thing?
I don't know. Last night,
Or
did you
that
see?
thing
Did
meaning
you
the 6-pack or whatever?
right for the #1 contendership? Yeah, I'm not sure.
That was a match.
That was short. No, that was like that's why Enzo wrestled.
Yeah, that's why he
What's
got the
Enzo's
#1
finisher?
contender. It's
Well,
this weird okay.
He did a second rope DDT, the Midnight Hour DDT.
Okay.
He did that, and then he did.
Is it like a leaping?
The Soul Food.
where
he
he
put
puts
the-
his foot on their
He
head.
does Chuck Taylor's second finisher, Soul Food.
Yeah, so that's what I've seen him like finish a match with.
It's not good.
No, it's not. The DDT that he does off the
It's
rope
sweet,
would
and
be
dude,
sweet, and that's what I would have used.
Neville
That's what I would say.
spiked for.
Oh,
it. It was
yeah.
just like
Yeah,
plopped,
he
and
did.
then he,
Neville
fell
is
over
like
it.
I remember.
He needs to
I remember
go to the
Ziggler.
heavies.
I remember Ziggler did that to Neville once, where that thing where he jumps up on them and he like kind of holds them for a sec, and then they
Yeah.
fly back. And he did that on Neville like a couple years ago, and Neville like he like stood on his head for I swear like 2 seconds.
It's like,
it was insane the way he
So he
sold
sells
that.
like
Yeah.
he sells like RVD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar to that.
Yeah.
Goes home.
So that's how Enzo got that match. Was he won the battle royal or not the battle royal, but the
It's like a
the
six-pack thing
pack.
that everybody was popping off their finishers, and Enzo came in and just rolled up someone.
Yeah. He's doing that whole like Eddie Guerrero lie, cheat, and steal, like whatever it takes to win kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Because
he's
like
still a face. kind of.
The ref was like turned away, and he kicked Neville in the balls.
Yeah, he runs in with the belt and acts like he's going to hit him, and the ref is like, "Don't you dare! Give me the belt! Give me the belt!" And he hands it to him. So the ref turns away to throw the belt out of
kicks
the
him in the
ring, and he
nuts.
kicks him in the nuts and rolls him up real quick.
Yeah.
And that's how he won. Now, the whole cruiserweight division, except old Tawaza, our buddy Tawaza, he said, "I like Enzo." That was what he tweeted, but everyone else
my
tweeted
God.
like,
Tawaza says I like Enzo.
"Yeah, that's what he said on Twitter."
Dude, it's like
because
I think it's just buttering him
because
up, that's
every
what it
other
is.
cruiserweight has said like, well, like they all just were sharing their frustration
I
basically.
I read the things off to Keenan, and it was like
Grand Metalik was like, well, there it is.
Drew Gulak just put no.
Yeah.
Like no.
TJP was saying that
I didn't see his.
TJP said something along the lines of like he just like basically he just shit over everything that I helped pave the way for. It was something like that. Like he was like the one that was like I thought the most blatantly like I am extremely pissed
And
about
like
this.
Cedric
This
Alexander
sucks.
put like whelp.
Yeah, it was,
And everybody was like
save us
everybody-
Cedric,
y-
save us
yes.
TJP. There was like a big like trending thing that was going on Twitter.
And you know what's funny is like they have like their cruiserweight division. The wrestlers are great.
Oh, they're so good.
See,
yeah.
at our This Is Progress show, they lent out Jack Gallagher,
Right.
and he wrestled, and he was supposed to wrestle Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Which would have been sweet, but Pete Dunne got hurt.
Yeah. So speaking of Pete Gallagher, he said, or Jack Gallagher, he said something along the lines of like, and they thought I was a joke or something
that's
like
right,
that.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking
that's
about?
right. Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, damn, that's pretty good.
I was like, fuck, yeah, that is deep cut.
But like, I was like, I love Neville. I think as soon as Neville came back and he had this heel persona, like he has
that weird undercut.
Yeah, like he has done nothing but kill it as in that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's done that perfectly, I thought. I don't think they ever should have taken the title off of him whenever he lost it to Tozawa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Tozawa should have had it for more than 7 days.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, if you're going to take it off of him, have it for a while and not just be like, oh, now he's back to it and their feud is over. It's like, then what was the point?
My thing with Enzo, it's so bad that he walked in there and won that title.
Like it's and I'm wondering if the reason they did it was to just try and stir up some kind of controversy to get people to watch.
Well, I mean, somebody put it on the internet that was like, Enzo himself has already brought a bunch of new eyes to the 205 deal.
Right.
Which is accurate. That's
yeah, I
true
mean,
because,
it makes sense to like put him in there.
But they brought a bunch of confusing eyes on why is Enzo Amore now in the cruiserweights.
Yeah.
It's because no one likes him and he got demoted, and then
But then he gets a title.
Yeah, his demotion got him like the title, and now everybody that was in that division is just like,
yeah.
what the fuck is the point?
Yeah. The main roster was angry at him, so they put him on 205 Live, and then he gets everybody upset.
But
my thing that I was like, that I was enjoying the fact that he won because I knew how upset all of these marks were going to get. That like when Enzo was in NXT, they were all about it, and they were like, he's so good on the mic, he's blah blah blah, he's this and that, and like I loved Enzo and Cass together. I thought they shouldn't have split them up. I know they think Cass, he's a big dude, so he's got it. I don't think, maybe not yet anyway.
Right.
I just saw them as eventually they would split, but it would be a while.
Yeah, it's not working out well for really either one of them.
No, and I mean, now Cass is hurt,
Yeah,
so he's out for a while.
It's the best sell job he ever did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it was just like one of those things like, oh my God, he's actually selling, and then come to find out he's really hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
So I loved the fact that Enzo won because it was like for the longest time people were so hyped on him, and then it was like the second something on like YouTube got published that was like, you know, Dave Meltzer shoots on Enzo and heat backstage, everyone's like,
the word shoot is thrown around too much. Like, you ever watch one of those videos?
Yeah.
It's like Dave Meltzer shoots on Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And it's like,
wait. Shooting is like burying someone and like pissed off at him.
Right.
And
it's,
you want a great shoot video to watch, I'll give you two.
Honky Tonk Man.
Honky Tonk Man's great.
That's what I was going to say.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And New Jack versus Balls Mahoney shoot interview where they're both in the same room.
Yeah.
And New Jack gets searched, so he doesn't have a knife or anything on him. And he's like, that motherfucker didn't check my necklace, motherfucker. I got this bear mace. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. But no, like the whole.
Thanks, Modelo.
Yeah, keeping us hydrated. But no, the whole Enzo thing. Like, I totally get the frustration on everyone's part involved. You know what I mean? The rest of the cruiserweights, like, I totally get it because they're great at what they do. Like, they should get a bigger spotlight than what they do.
Grand Metalik's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Tony Nese is awesome. I mean, he's a little vanilla, but he's good. He's
Drew Gulak.
Yeah, he's like one of the best technical wrestlers on the whole roster.
Right. Noam Dar. They had like a storyline with him and Cedric Alexander and all that stuff because they got Alicia Fox.
Yeah, and then like Cedric Alexander is like.
Yeah.
Like, they made a big fucking deal about Cedric Alexander at the Cruiserweight
Classic.
Yeah. Like how he signed this deal with Triple H and came out, you know?
Yeah, and now
he's not done shit.
I know that he's allowed to wrestle in some, I think it's an Evolve show coming up.
He filled in, it was this past week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Davey Richards was supposed to wrestle.
Yeah.
And got hurt.
Okay.
So Cedric
He
Alexander
filled in.
But did Keenan just walk behind me?
Yeah, he's back there somewhere.
Oh, that's what he looking at toys or something.
But
Yeah.
no, so like I get the frustration with Enzo. I totally do. But at the same time, I mean it's got people it has got people talking and
Well, what do you make of that suit?
the Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
I think Renee Young wore it better. Whenever she came out at one of these kickoff shows, she had a Beetlejuice-esque thing, and I was like, I'm a big fan.
Right.
But
He reminds me of a guy who hears or sees hip hop music for the first time and then
and he's like,
doesn't
I'm in.
doesn't invest at all in what else is going on. He saw the fucking It's All About the Benjamins video.
Right, yeah.
Or the fucking Mace Puff Daddy video. And
Right.
he's like, this is what hip hop is. And just went for it.
Yeah.
And now that's why he wears. What are you doing? I gotta get this first. And now that's what he is. Because, like, he's the friend that's in everyone's friend circle that everyone's embarrassed of.
Right.
Like,
well, Cass talked about it on Sam Roberts' show, saying like Enzo is Enzo in real life. Like that is that dude.
I met him
100%.
And like I just kind of just buried the dude, but I met him and he was fucking super nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And Big Cass was kind of like a fucking cock.
Really?
Yeah, like I asked to take a picture with him because I was I was at the Arnold.
Yeah.
And they were sitting behind this desk. And Enzo's like, fuck yeah. And as a joke, I was like, yo, dude, won't you two sweet me?
Yeah.
That's like a complete joke. And he's like, he looked at me, he's like, you know about the two sweet? And I was like, yeah, since like fucking Wolfpack.
Yeah, I was
He's
going to
like,
say.
I was like, yeah, since Wade Boggs said it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, and Cass was like, yeah, dude, you can't do that. And he's like, nah, dude, I'll do whatever I want. Like, right to it. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, and like, Sammy and I walked away, and Sammy was like, that guy's a dick. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really
And then I
weird
took
kind
a
of
picture-
exchange.
I took a picture with Baron Corbin, even though Baron Corbin didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, hey,
you
man.
stood next to him. or
Yeah, I was like,
something?
hey, how's it going? He's like, great. And I was like, cool, man. You enjoying yourself? He's like, yeah, man. You enjoying yourself? I'm like, and I was just like looking at Sammy as she was taking a picture. I'm like, thanks. And he was like, what? I just like walked off.
You're a lone wolf, man.
Yeah, lone wolf. Something. He's like the. How can I say this? Enzo Amore is like the loud Baron Corbin. They have zero friends, and they think they're hot shit.
See, I honestly
I've never thought
think-
about it that way.
I honestly think
Keenan's been gone for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I honestly think Corbin has come a long way.
No, he has.
I think he
that match with him and Styles and Ziggler.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god, it was awesome.
I think he really has come a long way. But yeah, I don't know.
They're
we
both
could-
turds. They should put them in a tag team. Call the shit boys.
Turd Team USA.
The fucking black cult shit
American
boys.
males.
The hip hop.
American males 2000.
American males. You chose American males for Enzo and Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Why not?
You should call them like the dark scaly boys.
So
American
I don't
males
know.
2000.
No.
So last night I asked Lee if he saw what happened to Cesaro or Cesaro,
God.
as what it's going to sound like now.
Pop them teeth right on out.
Did you see the? There's a video that they put on. I think it was on WWE's YouTube channel. Well, it would have to be, I'm sure. But
Where they
it was
did the stitches.
the stitches
Yeah.
in his gums. Yeah, and he's going to have emergency dental surgery. Yeah, I
Same
mean
thing
that
happened
was
to Jericho.
yeah.
Because Jericho got one of his canines.
I just thought it was funny
Who popped his
that
canine out?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But I just know that he was like had somebody in a
Was
wall
it a-
Jericho and he's smiling and it's like gone.
Yeah.
Completely.
Was it a ladder match?
It might have been.
I think it might have been. He got
And
hit with a
then
ladder.
We talked about
I
it
can't
earlier.
remember.
Miz's AJ's back.
AJ, yeah. But what was funny was just a few months ago, the storyline was Cesaro and Sheamus bragging about knocking out one of Jeff Hardy's teeth.
Yeah.
And then that happens
Oh,
to,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because they
That's
knocked
right.
out one of the Hardy's teeth in like one of their first big matches, and
Was the
they
Hardys
came out
on the
and-
card?
No.
Maybe they're getting deleted.
I think
It's over.
Well,
they keep
they
sa-
keep- they keep
that
teasing
woken.
about it,
They
yeah.
keep saying it's like they're woken.
If they could do that he's woken,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Right.
I'm
yeah.
cool with it.
Yeah. If it's the same kind of stuff with a different word for it,
Yeah,
Sure.
instead of
Well,
delete, it'll
WWE's been
just be
sending out emails about
erase.
if you would,
Matt Hardy 2.0 emails.
because they want to do what they want to do.
Matt hates
is,
mustard.
Oh, that's the best.
All the little
Those
fun
were
facts.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish some. You know what? I really wish Baron Corbin would take that character over, but have
Baron
have
2.0.
it. No.
collects dead
Just-
rat
just-
skeletons.
Yeah.
Just don't even tell him. Just
They-
let
they
him
just
find
put
out
it on-
naturally.
They
Like,
just put it on.
They would put stuff like
Baron always asks for extra guac on his Chipotle.
it's like
Like, what the fuck? Did I read this
have
right?
him come out to that.
I'm an ass man.
Cuts
No,
the sleeves
no,
off
he-
his shirts and catering.
Fuck this.
Yeah, he uses a knife from catering to cut off all of his shirts.
And then just one really weird one. It's like
slam a
someone ties
tornado.
his shoes for him. Like, what? Why does someone tie his shoes for him?
Baron Corbin hates
God.
Columbus, Ohio, because people yell at him.
And he cried.
Lone wolf, man.
But no, they sent out these feelers about. They always Vince wants to do another tier on the.
Oh yeah, on the
The
network.
network.
And it was like a premium thing that like things that they would
He's
offer.
like, what would you think about? And it's like ICW, Progress,
New Japan,
New
Ring
Japan,
of Honor, like
Ring of
they brought
Honor.
everything.
and he's
into
like,
that.
they even's like, what would you think about TNA, Impact, Global Force
Yeah.
Wrestling?
Yeah, they addressed all of that.
What would you think about
TV 14, like
Yep.
Attitude Era
like have
programming.
actually have a wrestling thing like an ECW
Do you
TV
guys-
14?
Do you guys
Yeah.
think that there's like a poll? Will you stop fucking with that? Because it's
Oh,
like
man.
fucking
Are
with
you
me.
sitting down for this fucking thing waving in the air?
It's like,
Oh my
no,
God.
man.
Keenan's flipping around a flag trying to make a fucking political joke over here.
Take a knee, son.
Did you know?
Keenan said,
Did
"Are
you
you?"
know?
He doesn't even say take a knee. He goes, "Are you sitting down for this thing right here?" No
Can't-
one sat down.
Can't believe
They just
you.
took a knee.
Can't believe
No,
you.
no one sat
This isn't
flat
the
ass on the
NFL.
ground.
I wish somebody
I'm
would
gonna
just
sit
sat
down
there
crisscross applesauce during
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, take a knee. You guys remember Native Americans?
You better not be W setting, you sons of bitches.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I can't
Baron
remember.
Corbin loves swordfish.
Swordfish is delicious.
Have you had it?
Yes.
Murderer. Anyways,
It's all right to eat.
they're one of the last dinosaurs. I forgot what I was saying. God, this went off the rails. fast.
Just a heads up, I've got like 15 minutes before.
Oh,
I've
that's
gotta-
fine. Yeah,
before
that's
I've got to
fine.
head out. But
That's
keep
all
going.
good. Yeah, Matt's got 18 kids and 4 wives.
I got kids, man.
Lives
Yeah,
in a
she's
shoe.
got
That's-
kids,
That's why I
literally.
wanted that Heath Slater shirt.
I got kids.
He lives in a shoe. But
I loved the Heath Slater trailer park segments that would be with him and Rhino and Renee Young. I absolutely loved
what
those.
happened with that?
Nothing.
Him and Rhino,
Yeah.
it just kind
What,
of.
what happened with Heath Slater?
I don't know. He's.
Slater Gator.
Yeah.
He wrestled a match that no one knows who won. He
Well, I
won
know that whenever
with someone else who doesn't know exists.
Yeah, when Jinder Mahal won the title and Drew Galloway came back and won the NXT title, Heath Slater saying he tweeted something saying only one thing left to do, and it was that picture. It was like a still of him and Lesnar in the ring together against each other, and I was like, that's incredible. I love it.
Do you think that all these dudes are just at a certain tier in WWE? Oh, I know what we were talking about. In a certain tier of WWE, they're just like, fuck it, we're getting paid.
Oh yeah,
Like, let's just.
No, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel
says
Bryan doesn't give a shit about anything that
He showed me the
says.
video about him calling AJ Styles a flat
A
earther.
flat earther, yeah.
Great.
But just like the other day, what was it I saw? It was about Daniel Bryan, though. It's just like he has openly said on many different things that what was it? Oh, it was was it the president of Ring of Honor or somebody?
President
said-
of Ring of Honor is like, I want him back. I
Yeah,
want him
and
to come
said
back.
something about I would personally welcome Daniel Bryan back if he wanted to wrestle for Ring of Honor. And Daniel Bryan retweeted it and was like, well, this is interesting. And doing all this
Then
stuff, and I'm
somebody
like, that
asked him
dude
on
really,
Twitter, was
he's
like,
saying
He's
whatever
only
he
got a
wants.
little bit left.
Yeah, it's
Well,
2018
Daniel Bryan was
and
like,
it's over.
what do you think about the Bullet Club? He was like, I'd really like to stretch all of them.
Yeah, and he said something about
Choke them out, not stretch
choke
as
them
in
out.
buttholes.
he said he said something about him and Omega. Someone asked him would you like to wrestle Kenny Omega, and where would you like to do it, or something like that? And he said, absolutely, and in any big arena or something like that.
Yeah, what he meant to say was the
Tokyo Dome. Yeah, absolutely. But it was just like the dude, he's really saying
I'd like
anything.
to know when that 2018 contract's up.
Okay, so
is it WrestleMania?
What we need to figure out.
Maybe that or SummerSlam week. I can't remember.
When did he told Miz
2019 Wrestle Kingdom, here it comes.
Yeah.
He won't be in the G1 because they won't allow him for that.
My thing is, I think that when the
die.
time comes, there's going to be all of this stuff about like it's coming to an end. So where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? And you're going to see all these shoot interviews on YouTube where people have the inside scoop.
Dave Meltzer shoots on Daniel Bryan. I think
you know,
Daniel Bryan's a nice guy.
I think you know, I think the guy. I think he has a lot of potential. I just
Fat guy in hot tub gives PWG review and shoots on Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. So
I can't wait till he
you know
comes
what I'm
back to
talking about,
Reseda.
that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
think,
can't wait to see him in Reseda so I can tell him what I think about him.
I think we're gonna see all of that stuff right up until like when his contract expires, and then we're gonna see Vince McMahon be like, "Too bad, he'll wrestle for WWE."
Yeah.
I think Vince McMahon
Vince
will
will
clear
let
him,
him. Yeah.
because he's got that like, if he's gonna wrestle for anybody, it's not gonna be anybody else. It's gonna be WWE.
Oh, I know for a fact that he will not agree to it.
Who, Bryan or
Daniel Bryan? He'll just be like, "You want me to wrestle for you? Sweet, I'll come back.
Oh,
I'll come back in a few years."
And go somewhere else first.
Yeah. Oh, because
I could see Daniel Bryan doing that. I'm just wondering.
he only wants one person.
Yeah.
He wants Nakamura.
Yeah.
But I don't think even he has said that it was a missed opportunity for them when they were both the IC champions.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
wrestle.
because he wanted interpromotional at Mania.
He wanted to wrestle New Japan Nakamura, not
Not the artist formerly known as
Nakamura. Yeah.
or whatever they call him.
What?
It's some like they call him like the. Is it not formerly known as the artist? They call him something.
Yeah, the artist.
The artist, is that what it is?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's some.
Yeah.
It was like out of nowhere. They just started like, oh, the artist. And I'm like, what the hell?
Is this when they started making Chinese takeout box merch for him? Because this shit's fucking lame.
Yeah. What's his name? Jinder Mahal. He's been saying all
I
kinds of
saw there was
stuff.
I saw he
hot-
pissed off a lot of people, and I love it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of their sponsors.
Yeah.
Pissed off a lot of
He
the
was saying
sponsors.
something about
Dear
Nakamura
Lord.
and how it was like him saying something about they all look the same, but then he said like you
My
all
God.
you all look the same.
You
He
all
said
rook?
Rook?
Yeah.
He said rook?
Yeah, like he was saying that
my
stuff
God.
on SmackDown.
Well, I tried finding it, and I couldn't find it on YouTube.
WWE doesn't put it up.
Yeah, they definitely just nixed it.
No,
it's
so-
not on the Hulu cut
Yeah,
either.
you know, all of their like, you know how they always like 20 minutes after a segment airs, it's up on their YouTube channel. They have the last 2 weeks they've put up everything but the Jinder Mahal segment because 2 weeks in a row he's come out and just buried Nakamura and saying all these like racial things.
He's just gonna get popped in the face. That's
I
all
hope.
it's gonna be. Nakamura's just gonna juice him one time.
I really
Hey man,
hope.
I saw Nakamura give it to Kevin Owens at that same place where they gave the card out. It
Oh,
was
really?
Kevin Owens versus Nakamura.
Yeah.
And dude, they were like having such a great match, and out of nowhere, Nakamura just planted a knee right in his fucking jaw, and it was just like, my God,
He's on fire.
We all just everybody was like, ooh, ooh, like we were just like, oh shit. But I mean, Owens is tough.
Yeah.
We spoke about it last week. Owens headbutt, beautiful.
I loved it.
Vince
I loved
McMahon
every
is a
second of
fucking
it.
god.
Well,
Yeah.
Vince, like I said,
Mr. McMahon is a god.
well,
Yeah.
Vince told Owens, he's like, if the initial shot don't bust me open, he's like, you come over and you start laying him in.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
all you Canadians.
Whenever he said something about Shane, he suspended Shane for not finishing the job, for not reaching down your throat, pulling your liver out, and showing it to you. Just saying all this crazy shit. It's like, Vince, what's wrong with
Vince
you?
McMahon's the type of guy that shoot on you, a real shoot, and just like in the promo, be like, remember your shoestrings? I choked your mother with them. Like, what?
Neither of your parents loved you.
You were adopted by the sheik.
You got your ass.
Like, Jesus Christ.
But no, I loved the
Too small.
I thought the headbutt was amazing.
I can fit my fingers around your wrist.
I think the Shane and Owens storyline is more interesting than I ever gave it credit for. And I think the match will be better than I expected. Same with the Shane and Styles match.
Oh, dude, that was like
I was thinking it was
watching
the
that like, holy shit, this is great.
The Owens and Shane match is at Hell in a Cell. It's in Hell in a Cell.
My God.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
You're right. It's Shane. Yeah.
Shane's gonna jump off the building through the
He only
cell.
wrestles in last man standing matches or stuff he
did
can jump off.
Did you see what Owens said to Shane about his kids? Like why, or whenever he
they'd be better off if you'd have died in that
if you didn't
helicopter
survive
crash.
that helicopter.
That's pretty great. Yeah. See, I miss all this. And
Yeah.
like half of it makes me want to watch it,
There's-
but then there's just so much horse shit to get through.
I pretty much have stuck to just watching the highlights
On
segments
YouTube?
on YouTube.
Yeah, same.
Because it shows, and like sometimes I'll watch Hulu, but yeah, the highlights you pretty much get all the good stuff just on their YouTube channel. But the Shane and Owens storyline has been far better than I expected it to. While we're on SmackDown, Usos and New Day continue to have awesome matches, and it's like I don't even care what the story is.
Fucking
they've
Usos, man.
wrestled a million times, but they keep having really good matches, and they're having one more at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, is it in?
I don't know. I don't
I've
think
heard
it's
it is.
in.
I've
But
heard it is.
Is it? I
I'd
hope
rather
it
them
does.
just wrestle.
Really?
I'd rather see them just wrestle.
See, I want them to do Hell in a Cell just because they've had standard, like just regular, regular matches leading up to this. One of my favorite things New Day ever did was whenever they were like heels. Everyone loved them, but it was like whenever they were their first like heel run, basically.
Get a moose.
Yeah, or I'm sorry, not Usos, New Day. Whenever New Day was doing their
Where did the fuck that come from? He said
Get
New
'em.
Day.
Did I say New Day?
Yeah, and then
I said Usos.
No, he said New Day, and out of nowhere he was like,
Get 'em.
a moose. Get a moose.
That's my favorite Uso.
No,
Heels.
my favorite New Day thing was
We're off the rails.
whenever they announced they were going to do a tag team elimination chamber match.
Oh yeah.
And the first thing that Xavier Woods says is, "How are we all three going to fit in the pod?" And that was his whole thing. The rest of that segment,
he was just
And
like worried about it.
yeah, and I absolutely loved it.
Well, then they helped out the commissioner, whoever it was at the time, and they allowed them to all three be in the pod
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
it
time.
was-
And they're
yeah.
saying that's when they grabbed Kalisto's legs.
Yeah, and they were
holding
pulling him
Kalisto.
down through the
Remember,
thing.
remember how that match was like so hyped up, and then it happened. Everybody was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Like it just.
Well, that
like,
was
flopped.
who won that one?
They did.
Did they win that one?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Before you bounce,
Yeah.
we need to talk about Braun versus Brock, because Matt and I were tweeting each other last night, and God, we were. I was sober. I don't know about you.
No, I was totally
Yeah,
sober.
and I was crying at
Yeah.
one point because we have declared that Brock Lesnar's tattoo on his chest is just a hoagie with a handle. Because he's just turned
think he's
into
just getting
something
And
else.
that is how he landed that Jimmy John
Yeah,
sponsor.
and his
They're like, this is
legs.
perfect marketing.
Matt said his legs look like two nickels holding up a pop can.
like two nickels on their side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just real flimsy. At any minute, he's just going to topple over and just
good
crush
gust.
both of
That'd be
those.
funny.
Yeah.
Pick him up for the F5, just topple over.
Just you just hear like. That match fell so hard.
It did.
It was not.
I think a lot of people felt that way because they had it built up as like this is going to be just two monsters going at it, because at SummerSlam it was Strowman
dude.
putting him through 3 announce tables,
Yeah, it
or
was
no,
tight.
2 announce tables, and then toppling over the 1 announce table on top
and
of
then
him.
racking his nuts on one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
When he power slammed him through the last one,
Yeah.
it was like the corner of the table, nut sack, and his nuts had to wrap around to like his asshole
Yeah,
at that point. 'Cause
it,
it was like,
could have been.
That's why he just laid face first. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm fucking dying, big man.
Yeah, it could have
Bring
been
your family.
awesome, but
Get some porterhouse.
it was. Yeah.
Chew on my tough bag.
Hey, I got a question for you before you head out.
Yeah.
Also, with them bringing back Starrcade, name me another WCW pay-per-view you
Better
wish
be
they
Road
bring
Wild.
back.
WCW pay per
Or
view.
Hog Wild, Road Wild. What was it, Hog Wild or Road Wild?
Well, they were
those
called
as
both.
as a kid, I loved Halloween Havoc just for the set.
Right. You're
Just for the set, I was a big Halloween
because you
Havoc
want the terrifying cage match where they
No, you want the big
motherfuckers.
inflatable pumpkin. They have to walk around. That's what you,
Right. Yeah.
You want the electric chair.
And the Bash of the Beach where they're wrestling with a moat around it and it's supposed to be the ocean.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
right.
talking
yeah.
about?
It was literally, and when it,
It was a moat. That's all it was.
and then like when the helicopter pans back, it's just clearly a moat.
yeah.
They're like, we're out here on the Atlantic Ocean. It's like, this is inside.
Yeah.
Like you
Someone
built
filled that
this.
up with a hose.
This is a putt course. Like, you just
There's a
built
big
it.
windmill that you're going to have to walk through at the right
Watch
time.
out for the crazy gorilla. Big boss man.
Yeah. No, I would probably say Halloween Havoc, honestly.
See, everybody's going, what are you doing?
He's taking pictures.
Jesus, dick nose.
He's on Snapchat over
I
there.
am.
Everybody's wanting war games,
I don't,
naturally.
I mean,
But I don't care regardless because I know it's not going to happen. And there's not enough storylines going around for war games that make it worth a shit.
right.
You want to do something cool? Take Halloween Havoc set,
Mm-hmm.
take the Hell in a Cell and put 2 rings in it on a beach with bikers everywhere. And have Onita come in with and make it an exploding cage match.
By bikers, you mean
And Mr. Gunn.
DOA, the old
This phrase is
90s.
racist.
The fucking
We're
Third
already
Reich.
in that, so bring them in.
Bring out the Trump supporter tag team, a.k.a. Don and Ron
Harris.
Bruce
Kid-
Harris. That's it, yeah.
Kid Rock can perform.
Oh.
He's in with all the WWE
So
Hall of
essentially
Famers
what we're
like
looking at
Trump
is a
and
full-on I'm not racist white guy tag team.
it's going to be race wars.
Oh,
That's what we're gonna call it.
yeah, yeah.
the race war scramble match.
Race war games.
Exploding.
It's race war games.
Exploding war games, Hell in a Cell, double ring, on a beach with bikers.
Well, then
At
for
Halloween.
the longest time they did Great American Bash, and like
Yeah.
that was almost bigger
Yeah, they
than
did.
I thought you were gonna
SummerSlam.
I thought you were going to tie in some racial thing.
No, no.
For the longest
No, I'm
time, they
being
did Great
serious.
American Bash and burn crosses.
It
like,
lynch
oh my
people.
God.
Yeah, they. Oh, that's
It was a
terrible.
North Carolina thing. It was normal.
But yeah, when they did Great American Bash in WWE,
Yeah,
it was
that-
almost
for a
bigger
while.
than.
It came back as like it was a staple there for a while.
Yeah.
So was Sin.
Sin. Oh,
It's like the worst pay-per-view in
yeah.
WCW history.
Ugh.
what were
It's
some
like
of the
6
other ones
hours
they
long.
did? There was. I know they did
Greed.
Sold Out. Greed.
No. That was. Are you talking about like the ones that were staples, uncensored?
Oh no. I was just all the random.
Oh yeah.
I like the
New Blood
uncensored-
Rising. That was
Yeah.
that's my fucking
Well-
favorite. That's
Yeah.
my go-to when I'm sick.
Yeah.
I just lay on the couch and watch
Really?
it. Like this is so fucking.
When they
bad.
did
This is stupid. I'm watching
Uncensored
it.
is basically Extreme Rules,
Yeah.
but
Uncensored was sweet because you always got like Benoit versus
Yeah.
DDP versus
that was the best.
Raven.
Yeah.
Those were like, and then they also did one at Was there a pay-per-view not called Fall Brawl? Stampede.
Yep.
I was gonna say because I remembered a Stagecoach
Yep.
that they had this big.
That was
DQ.
Stampede, yeah.
It was Stampede.
Yep.
That's it.
I forgot all about Stampede.
Yeah, and that was one of their things too.
Yeah.
World War III. That was a WCW
Yeah.
Stampede.
That
or
was
WCW
everybody in WCW in the locker
that
room was
was-
in that.
and that was people that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, we need 18 more bodies. All right, ticket number A362. Get in here, buddy. Here's a Patriot mask. Get weird.
Everybody
We're gonna call you El Dante.
and everybody. Yeah, everybody in WCW was in that match, and the winner got a.
A chance to wrestle at Starrcade.
I think it was Starrcade.
Yeah.
So it's essentially a Royal Rumble.
Starrcade was
Their WrestleMania.
their
in
WrestleMania
December.
in
Re-
December.
Real quick, on my way out, since you mentioned Royal Rumble return predictions coming up this year, I got La Parka. So
Oh,
Hell yeah!
I mean, he
He's
never
shooting from
retired.
the hip.
He's still crushing it.
I'm holding out for a La Parka surprise entrance.
I'm holding
Chairman.
out for
Fucking chairman.
I'll
Chairman.
I'll jump up.
words.
I'll be doing the La Parka walk through my house over and over.
Whenever when La Parka, when they started having somebody in the back say when he grabbed a mic, did you ever?
yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, "I'm the bad booty daddy, and I'm from Cincinnati," and he would say this stuff, and then like the guy in the back would start talking shit to the person in the ring, And he'd be like, Parker's like shaking his head like, no, I didn't. I am not saying this. And he's like,
my favorite thing LaParker ever did was somebody was doing a suicide dive, and LaParker just baseball swung a goddamn chair, and just I think it's
Killed
like
someone.
Hector Garza Jr. or somebody.
And
Dude,
that's when they
he
died.
blasted this guy, and then just unfolded it and stood on top of it and danced like, I killed a man. You watched. You cheered. Like, look at me.
On pay-per-view.
I'm thinking the return of what's the two big jacked up guys, Rage and Chaos? What's you know what I'm talking about, the two jacked up motherfuckers from WCW that was on like WCW Saturday Night.
Chaos. I don't remember.
You don't know who else? High voltage. You know, big motherfuckers. Like, they're huge. They're coming back as one entry.
Yeah.
I got
Just job out. If you job out in a Royal Rumble, that's when you know you're bad.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Like,
I got Scott Norton.
Scott Norton.
that's just That's just scary.
Scott Norton's going to come back, and I feel like Vince would book like a Japanese wrestler that he
Chono.
would remember.
just
Let's not get
Chono.
crazy.
Yeah.
That he would remember.
Well, Matt's out of here.
I gotta head out, boys.
Hey, but we don't got much time left, so thanks for coming out, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Absolutely.
Thanks to Modelo for giving you these beers.
I appreciate that. Happy 50th.
Oh,
Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Happy 6th,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you're close to 10.
What
Or
my?
you're over 10.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely over 10.
Yeah. Well, let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
just stop now while you're ahead, because this
All
is
right.
garbage.
All right, boys.
Yeah. Thanks
I'm
a lot,
out.
man.
All right, brother.
I'm going to continue to yell at Keenan.
Yeah.
Be safe on your
If
way
I
home,
was
man.
going to be serious about the Royal Rumble thing, though, I'd probably say if I could be
If
serious.
I could be
for a
serious
moment.
for a minute, Honky Tonk Man's coming out with a bag of dope.
Be safe, brother. I'd say
Well, man, I can't let this beer go to waste.
I'd say Rey Mysterio.
I could see that. I really could see. Well, I don't know because of Lucha. Keenan, the mic goes in your mouth.
I didn't even say anything until I grabbed it. I can see Rey.
Keep in mind, this is the first podcast that I've had a delicious beverage in a long time.
Yeah.
Just
I can definitely see Rey.
I can see Ray. I don't know if there's like any like big free agents at that point that, you know what I mean, that would pop in.
Yeah.
Ray could be one. It's like maybe Ricochet.
Hey, I saw that
You seen
Johnny
Salt?
Mundo
Salt. Oh yeah.
and
Johnny Impact now.
whatever his name is.
Johnny
and the guy that was
Input name.
that was with him and Eminem,
Oh, Joey Mercury.
they tagged for the first time in
Joey Mercury.
on an indie show. They tagged for the first
the guy
time.
that was in WWE.
Yes. They tagged for the first time in I can't remember how many years as Eminem.
That's crazy.
I saw it on somebody posted on Twitter, and he retweeted and he said that was the first time in like so many years they had done that.
I didn't even see that. That had to be in like New England somewhere.
Yeah, something like that.
Johnny Mundo or Johnny Impact or whatever the fuck he is, he's good, and he's always been good. But he's always been one of those wrestlers that never grabbed me. And I think
I like
it's
his
because
aggression when he was leaving.
I think the reason why I don't like him is because out of nowhere, the wind blows for him, and time goes still when he comes out.
Goes real slow.
Goes real slow. And I'm
Does
just
he
like,
still do that?
No. I'm like, well, he does the wind. That was a live shit. Keenan just shit on the podcast here. But yeah, it's just like time goes slow, and I'm like, am I going slow? Where's time? Diddle for the day. The booze has got me feeling
Yeah,
juiced.
the booze has got
I've
him.
had 3.
Uh
Cheap to the gill. Shout out to Vince Averill. Thank
Yep.
you very much.
but I'm trying to think. And with the thing going back to the WCW, I think I like the Fall Brawl was War Games.
Yeah, that's where War Games was.
Then there was Super Brawl.
That was like, I think that was in like February.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was kind of like their Survivor Series like fixer. Not saying that they had like big matches like Survivor Series or anything, but that's just kind of like one of the similar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
one of the big, because it was Halloween Havoc, Fall Brawl, Bash at the Beach,
Great American Bash,
or Great American Bash, and
Uncensored. Oh, Starrcade.
yeah, they're big. They're big four.
Their big four is like Starrcade, Great American Bash, Fall Brawl. Ugh. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc's always on their four.
Because you always get the organizations that like you knew what was their big ones. But you know what? ECW never had another Barely Legal.
What do you mean?
They never had. You know how Barely Legal was their first one? It was huge.
Yeah.
They never had another Barely Legal after that.
What? Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
It's
never
like-
repeated it.
They never.
Yeah.
It was never done again.
I think.
But then they had like
they
Heat Wave.
Yeah, Heat Wave, November to Remember. But they never had another WrestlePalooza either.
Never.
And that's like
No, they did have, but
Did they?
WrestlePalooza was older.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what they didn't even have them before they had the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
deal. Okay. And they never had a It Ain't Seinfeld either.
No.
Or Big Ass Extreme Bash.
But
These are just things I remember that I
yeah,
bought.
but it ain't Seinfeld because it was on the
Yeah.
same night as the Seinfeld.
I remember getting that tape and I was like, I can't wait to see it. And it was like, when you go back and watch ECW, you can watch one ECW card and see the entirety of the ECW circuit. That was that 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
It's the Dudley Boys versus Input
Somebody.
Name Here with Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
And it's Shane
Or
Douglas.
Spike Dudley versus with someone random.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's muscular. Or it's Shane Douglas versus Taz or Sabu. Or it's Sabu versus Taz. You know
You
what I
got
mean?
the randoms every now and then. It's like
But then
WrestlePalooza that one year was him and Al Snow.
yeah, that was really random.
No.
Yeah, it was Shane Douglas and Al
Shane
Snow.
Douglas was hurt. But there was one where Al Snow won a number one contenders and he got the face.
Was that Living Dangerously?
It might
where
have
the
been.
ring was broke and they threw the heads in?
It might have been.
Yeah, I think because that was the first Bam Bam Bigelow Taz. That's why the ring was broke.
Yeah.
That was the first pay-per-view that I saw where they did the stage dive, like off the balcony, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh my dear God. I thought, so my little brain when I was a kid, I always thought this. I thought Spike Dudley was a child. I thought he was like, wow, I was like, wow, this is the luckiest kid in the world. And then he gets mutilated.
Yeah.
And they were like, because they always said, like, he's the runt of the brother. And I was like, such. Hold on a second. All right, we're back. Sorry.
Had to find out what was wrong with the dog.
The dog was just freaking out for no reason. So we were talking about WCW. We're going to move on because we've been talking about it forever now. And
Well, no, we were talking
all I
about
will say
ECW.
this about WCW is bring back Battle Bowl. That's it. I think Cody Rhodes practically
The
has.
Battle Ball ring.
Battle Bowl. I just kicked that whole beer and kept on to it. Oh, yeah. This is nice. Ring of Honor.
You
Cody
watched it?
versus-
I didn't.
I watched all of it, and it was boring. But Motor City Machine Guns versus Young Bucks was great. It was
And
really
that, you know what, that when I found out that they after they won those titles, that's the first time they ever won those titles.
Yeah.
I was actually like,
I was shocked.
wow.
Yeah, it's because, like, I think they won the TNA titles. They've had
Yeah,
to.
they were like the big dogs there.
But it just shocks me that they never won the Ring of Honor. Of course, I don't know if they wrestled in Ring of Honor a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because when I think of Motor City Machine Guns, I think of TNA. I don't think of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that was their
Yeah, that was their shit.
that was
Like,
theirs.
they kept saying that they invented that style of tag team wrestling, and they, other than Kai and Tai, and every other Japanese tag team
Yeah.
there is, you know.
Well, they just Americanized it.
Right. I would have loved to see, like, original Kai and Tai versus Motor City Machine Guns. Oh, by the way, Dick Togo wrestled Chulis. You still hate him? It looked really weird. He had like tape around his ankles.
Oh,
So it must have been something special. I don't know.
yeah.
Dick Togo's so good.
He
I don't
is.
care. But Cody beat Minoru Suzuki. After
Kenny King, Kushida?
Kenny King Kushida was okay. Kenny King won. It's his first singles title in Ring of Honor. I think it could be his first title in Ring of Honor.
I think so.
But he won, so that's sweet. But there wasn't... Jay Lethal assaulted Silas Young with a belt for about a good 2 minutes. And it looked like a mother attacking a child who'd been at work all day long and their child did something wrong and just took it all out on him. Dude, he slapped him in the fucking face with the belt. It was just like, good God. And then when Silas Young grabbed the belt, it turned into a hate crime. Like, I was just like, this is fucking weird.
That's one thing that I know that Ring of Honor does very well is their feuds.
Yeah, they can.
Because they
last.
It reminds me of like the WCW, like
Yeah.
when it was like blood feuds.
Right. They can also do them real poor, too. That's the thing. Beer City Bruiser did a top rope frog splash to the outside into a table on the outside, and it looked like a fat kid waited for his mom to leave so he can take all the cushions off the couch, and jumped off the couch onto the cushions, and the cushions slid out from underneath him, and he ate the fucking floor. AKA, I fucking hate the Beer City Bruiser. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. Like, I do not. Top 5 guys like to fight. He's on that list. He'd kick my ass.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
I think so. This is not going to turn into one of those virtual pro things where I talk shit about Beer City Bruiser and then he sends out feelers beating my ass. Shout out. Ryback's on the hunt.
Yeah.
No, like I watched the entire pay-per-view and I just could not care about any of it. Jay White put on a good match with that Punishment Martinez dude, but it was like a no DQ match, so it was like there was like it was a hardcore match, so it was like he took thumbtacks, so it was kind of odd to see.
Who did?
Jay White.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he did. He took. If I remember right, he took a chokeslam to him.
Huh.
That Punishment Martinez guy.
They love him.
He kept flexing, and he must have just started going to the gym. He's got the newbie gains. So he's like flexing. He's like, look at my shoulders. They're big because he just got done lifting weights.
Yeah.
It's just like, is this the first time you've been lifting weights? Like, he was like flexing like he just got him. Like this, I just got this. Try by. But he does nothing for like no one.
I know.
Cody beat Suzuki, and it was like 10 minutes maybe, and it was about 3 minutes worth of wrestling. And the rest of it was Cody taking a powder. The thing I did like about that match was at the end, when it was over, Suzuki fucking drilled some trainee, like typical, Suzuki,
Yeah.
And then he started choking. What's the announcer's name? Not Joe Koff.
I don't know.
But anyways, he grabs him by his tie and acts like he's going to hit him, and then goes and grabs Joe Koff, like the president. I think he might have had a stroke or something.
Yeah.
He grabs him, and they're all like, no, don't. Like, he fucking grabs him, and he's, like, laughing. And I was just like, oh, my God. This man is sadistic. But I get he also teased about Suzuki-gun in America, like, branching out and starting a chapter
Maybe that's
here.
a whole thing because New Japan trying to figure out how they're going to go along.
If they did Suzuki-gun in America and it's Beer City Bruiser and Silas Young, I just give the fuck up. I give up. I don't know who it would be, and I don't want it to be almost. I prefer that to be a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
It just seems better over there. It comes off as like most of the dudes in that group are like somewhat trained in like some like amateur background or like some mixed martial art background, So I'd prefer it to stay like that, not just wrestlers.
Yeah.
not like Taichi taking off his pants. I don't understand how that dude lasted in all this. Like, you feel like that dude was first to go. Also, somebody, Kikitaru was, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was taking Suzuki around Las Vegas, and he was just taking him to Bass Pro Shops.
I know. I saw.
I saw the
saw
picture.
somebody post.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was just like, of course, because all Suzuki posts is pictures of him at his shop and then, like, bass fishing in Japan.
So that's all. I bet he loved it.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I also saw a live video of him, and he wouldn't look at the screen on Instagram, and it was just playing. What music was it? It was like the Laguna Beach soundtrackers. It was like really crazy, like pop music from America, and he was just like looking like he was sad as could be. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I saw somebody was wearing the Suzuki shirt that Cheap Pop made.
Oh yeah,
And he thanked him, and he's like, for being brave enough to wear that shirt in front of him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because some fan like posted a picture with Suzuki, and he asked Suzuki if he could put him in like a resting chokehold.
Yeah.
And Suzuki's like, no, you die. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, and then he like took a picture with him, and he was like not smiling. He was like staring straight at the fucking camera. It's much like those Dean Malenko pictures. I don't know if you got the chance to see those when Dean Malenko was at AIW.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a collage of Dean Malenko taking pictures with fans.
And it was just him stone
It's
faced.
him not wanting to be there, staring dead into camera, and everybody else is like, oh, this is great. And he's like, fuck this. It's like the one I posted with me.
Yeah.
That's just like, I thought it was just because I was drunk and loud. That's just how he is. So yeah, it's an interesting time. Did you watch the Roman Reigns match?
No.
I really wish
I just saw the highlights. Like I said, Cena did my favorite thing that he
Oh,
does. The AA into the roll into the AA.
I really wish that I would have talked about it when Matt was here about the spear that Reigns gave Cena
I'll
and
have
landed
to go back and watch it.
on his fucking noggin and then twist on his head. I thought for sure he knocked himself out. Like, he went straight to the ground with that. Just like, damn. Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, my knees bothering me.
Getting old.
I know.
New Japan happened. Kenny Omega beat Juice, which was great. It's a good match. And then the fucking base god Yoshihashi challenged he challenged himself. He challenged Omega to a match for the U.S. title. So I'm pumped on that.
And we just found out that Omega will be at all 4 War of the Worlds.
Global Wars.
Global Wars.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing War of the Worlds. Wow, War of the Worlds now. Because I think that's what I went to earlier this year. They kind of, I don't know why they just don't stick with one name for those.
Well, it was like once a year, and now they're coming over. But that's big. That's big for Omega. Said it's the first time, that he's wrestled besides in California, that he's wrestled in America
For a while.
Yeah.
Well, no. Oh, I mean, he did some PWG.
Yeah, but that's California.
Right, yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, he did Jersey All-Pro once. It was like 2012. Or it could have been sooner, but... Yeah, I'm pumped. I bet you the card's going to be dog shit, but I'm excited. It's on a Saturday. I wonder if it's at...
It's at LC.
Is it? Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's at the LC.
Had the pregame because the beer is too expensive there. $8 for a can of beer? Fuck you.
That is terrible.
That's fucking $2 for a cup of water? Nope.
And now there's going to be, there's going to be a lot of people there now that even if they announced that Omega's going to be there.
Yeah. And he's wrestling. He's not just going to be there.
Yeah.
and just hanging out. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Trying to.
That New Japan card had another 3-way with Killer Elite Squad, God, and Warbeard, and Killer Elite Squad won, and now they're having another one, another 3-way at King of Pro Wrestling. It's like, is this what is happening? Like, these 3 teams are just gonna toss the belt around with each other?
I was hope not, but.
Oh,
But it might be.
it is. I mean, that's exactly what's happening.
I kind of wish that Global Wars would have been in. Would have been at.
The Vern
Yeah,
Wright
it's at
building.
Express Live.
You wanted it to be at that building that we always went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I like going. That last Ring of Honor we went to, well, it was just John and I. It was fun, but it's kind of like you either need to get balcony. You need to either get there early for balcony, or pay for tickets or pay for seats.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to pay for seats unless I'm like, especially not there, because you know what I mean. Like, you're either looking directly down at it or you're looking up at it because the seats are in the pit.
They still don't have any matches announced. They just have who's going to be there.
Yeah. They won't announce matches.
Well,
until,
Omega's going to be also. He's going to be in Florida. He's going to.
Supercard.
Yep. Or it's just Ring of Honor. And then they have a new thing called the Soaring Eagle Cup coming.
Soaring Eagle Cup. Is that
Soaring
their
Eagle.
light heavyweight?
No.
This is the first I've
The
heard
Soaring
of.
Eagle will be a one-night, 8-man tournament featuring the best athletes putting it all on the line in hopes of becoming the first ever Soaring Eagle Cup winner.
That's just kind of like the survival of the fittest.
Stars such as Jay Lethal, Dalton Castle, Christopher Daniels, and more will compete in the tournament, and other stars will appear in non-tournament action.
Dalton Castle doesn't even wrestle for them anymore.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he didn't resign. He wasn't at that pay-per-view, and he wasn't at any of the TV recordings.
Well, it says he's even signed for the Globe. Cody, Young Bucks, Dalton Castle and the Boys, Bully Ray, the Briscoes, Kushida, Killer Elite Squad,
Well, they're no more.
Takahashi, and Yoshihashi.
Takahashi. Oh,
Hiromu
Hiromu.
Takahashi.
Okay. Fucking Yoshihashi. Yoshihashi's going to be in Columbus, Ohio. I'm fucking so stoked. Oh, my God.
I'm stoked about Killer Elite Squad. That's going to be good.
Yeah. It's going to be really good. Did you see the thing with Aleister Black and the Velveteen Dream? Where he was saying that Aleister Black wears his heart I don't know, it's just like really weird thing because he has a tattoo of a heart on his throat, you know, and he like made this like reference like kind of like sexual, like all the stuff, and he like ran his hands down his chest and all this stuff. People were freaking the fuck out about it.
Well, I saw he attacked Leo Rush.
Well, they're all tag partners.
Really? Velveteen Dream and
Yeah,
Leo Rush?
Patrick Clark and Leo Rush were tag partners in that MCW place, and that's how they both got their start together.
Okay, and then they, I saw that Donovan Dijak and Aleister Black had a match at like one of their like little house shows.
What the fuck was Dijak wearing?
I don't know, but they said it fucking.
Did you see the same picture?
Yeah.
Where it came out in that black
Like,
dress cloak
yeah.
thing. I saw that picture. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Mick Foley stoked that the WWE signed Dijak.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for Night 3 Ebola, and it was the match that got the 5-star. I watched, they put the big high spots mainly on it. It looked just like the Walter Matt Riddle match I saw live. So it's probably great. But I wonder if there's more to it or if it's just the atmosphere of being there. You know what I mean?
Well, they said that with that match, like, it's great, but was Meltzer just in the moment?
You think they pay him off? They paid Dave Meltzer. That tweet about Benoit was great.
Oh yeah, he peaked in '89 to 2007.
Yeah, when was Benoit's peak? 1989 to 2007. Just like, holy shit, eat that. Why do you come at Dave Meltzer with shit? Like, do you think Dave Meltzer cares?
People.
That is true. He really does.
He's people, and he does.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ice on my knee.
Yeah, I don't have much else to talk about.
I think that's it.
So, this has been episode 50. Thank you to everyone who's hung around and listened to, Jesus Christ, 50 episodes worth of bullshit.
Let's see, our dude Brian.
Who?
Brian Klein.
I don't know.
He's been a
if you sat and listened to the old the old episodes that we had where we had a microphone in the middle of the room, and they were a lot of fun. But man, when I go back, they're fucking cringeworthy.
I just don't listen.
I tried to listen. I got through one. And I was like, God, that's miserable. And I was like, I'm gonna listen to another one. I was like, 2 minutes into it, I'm like, this sucks so fucking bad. But it's crazy.
Anybody that's ever been on,
Cody, not Cody Rhodes, Cody Deddy.
Yep.
Josh Mills. Big
Matt
Mike.
Day. Yeah, and the wrestlers have been on. Jeff Cannonball. Big Mike. Royce Isaacs.
Who is now a former DDT.
Oh, he already lost it?
Oh, he lost as soon as he won it. He beat a pair of chopsticks for it, and then someone else beat him for it within like the matter. He was like the 1129 champion, like. So he won the Iron Man Heavy Metal Weight Championship. So shout out to Royce, super nice guy. Jeff Cannonball. If you like Jeff Cannonball and you like hot sauce, watch The Flaming Table with Jeff Cannonball. It's his guest was Matt Tremont, and it's two big dudes eating hot stuff. That's I talked to him the other day about it. And he's like, I can't wait to get a physical copy of this because that's going to be a review I put on. Just two big dudes eating hot stuff. And I was like, I didn't think that I would actually like it, but I did. But if you like watching, I don't know, fucking people eat hot stuff, The Flaming Table. It's on Instagram, I do believe. But yeah.
Think anybody that's ever bought a shirt?
Which the orange 4-pillar shirts are about to be printed soon, and then they will be shipped, and then they will be on your back and your chest.
Yep.
And your arms, hopefully. Hopefully we didn't order sleeveless. Other than that, that's it. This is the last episode we're ever doing.
Yep.
We quit.
We peaked.
Yeah, we peaked. We've been wad.
So, but yeah, thank you again.
So
thank you guys again.
You can follow us on Twitter at FNGR Poke of Doom and follow us on Instagram at Finger Poke of Doom. That's it.
Coming at you.